Good afternoon, traders. This is Tony D from easyMarkets Sydney Dealing Room. Update for today: we've got the first short squeeze you've seen in this US dollar rally. Now, this is coming across mainly on the euro and on the Aussie dollar and the Kiwi dollar, but you are seeing to some extent the US dollar underperforming last night, pretty much across the board, with the exception of pound. Because of the CPI numbers missing, but also because of the positioning of the market. We've been 3 to 4 weeks now of US dollar strength, and it was inevitable you would get a pullback at some point, and that's really what we got with the catalyst from that weaker than expected CPI number, 0.1% versus 0.2% on the core, and 0.2 versus 0.3 on the headline. Mostly down to used cars from what they say, but look, in regards to is inflation moderating a little bit? Yes, and there is some concern there that, like the rest of the world, demand is going through a little bit of a damp patch. Now, this has opened the door for the short squeeze to begin. In general, this is what you're waiting for. You're waiting for better levels to sell the euro, sell the Aussie, sell the pound. If you're trying to follow this trend, the big question, $1 million question, is always: is it going to have a second day of rally or not? And how high can it go before it threatens the downtrend in general? Well, the euro is a bit easier than most because the 120 level is a natural target. If it gets up towards there, it becomes a little bit better risk reward in the sell side. But really, the only way to play it is to watch the price action, especially in the European session, because the Asian session is very quiet at the moment anyway. And the European session, see if they want to take it higher, or if they start to sell, then it could be over already. The dollar index, which is how we look at the US dollar strength as a single unit, is got room here to pull back a little bit further as well, and so does dollar yen. So everything can have another leg lower and still be very normal price action inside an uptrend, just your normal pullbacks. So today is a very important day for traders who are looking to get involved in the trend. If you were to start to buy the US dollar today, it's the best opportunity you've had in a while. You just have to be a little careful that it's not too early. If you're looking for information on what's happening today, or you want to have a little chat about some of the crosses in play are mainly against the pound. So if you're looking at the pound, it underperformed overnight and couldn't really rally with the rest of the market, as the Bank of England was neutral to a little bit dovish, and anything which might have actually set up the market to have a rally up there didn't really inspire it. And although it could have rallied, given that Carney still talks about rate hikes coming this year, the price action was terrible. So that was a golden opportunity for the pound to rally, and it didn't. So that's showing you the underlying weakness in that pair. And let's have a look at that. Here is so what happened after the announcement exactly. If you're looking here, is the pound fell from a pre-rally high of 136 down to 134.60, and then when the CPI came out, it did manage to get back and close it back above 135. But if you're looking at what all the other pairs did, a much bigger rally overnight. So if you're looking at the pound crosses, and this is why the pound underperformed so much, they really couldn't take advantage of the market move. So you saw the euro pound make new highs, new week highs. You saw pound Aussie get absolutely ripped apart, down almost 300 points on the day, and pound CAD continued to slump quite quickly, and it's also at new lows in the cycle. So commodity currencies are doing quite well today as well. Now, why is that? Why commodity currencies in particular? Well, oil is continuing to make fresh highs and is well supported on Iran fears. So any sort of opening here for the US dollar weakness has really just put the commodity currencies in the spotlight. So you have CAD in particular outperforming, and this is on the day after the key reversal there. So this is really nice moves here on the CAD. And if you look at the Aussie dollar, up at 75.40, and threatening to test those 75.60 highs from last week. Above that, you do get bigger resistance in between the 75.80 to 76.40. The previous big level on the downside was 76.40, so it now becomes the natural resistance. But it is a big mission to get back up to those levels, and it does require multiple days of US dollar weakness for that to happen. Alright guys, well, good luck with your trading today. Next week is a little bit more of a quiet week. There's no major announcements expected. What will be getting more and more in focus is US politics, and particularly US peace discussions with North Korea moving along quite nicely. We got the announcement that there's going to be a meeting in June 12th in Singapore between Trump and Kim, and that is in the backdrop there. If you're watching over the weekend and you want to what to be looking out for, it's the Iranian and Israeli tensions are flaring up, and so there was the largest missile strikes from Israel so far in the 7-year war in Syria, and that was last night. So you got to keep an eye on this as it develops, and if it was to get more serious, then you will have risk-off flows coming through. Obviously oil will do quite well, but in risk-off situations, then commodity currencies don't do that well. So commodity currencies like the Aussie dollar and Canadian dollar, they won't perform as you expect. If stocks are down 5% or 3%, 4%, and oil is up 5%, stocks should trump that in terms of which way the market moves. So that's Aussie dollar down and CAD down. Alright guys, come through on the dealing room numbers below if you want to have a deeper discussion. If you're not a member of the easyMarkets dealing room and you want a dealer to assist you with your trading, to help you with looking at particular crosses or pairs and levels, you can sign up on the link below, and a dealer like myself will be assigned.